What's up, everybody? You're listening to Back to the Future. This is the podcast where we talk about films and entertainment. My name is Joseph.
And I'm Edward.
Today, we're going to be talking about A Quiet Place, Part Dix. Edward, did you like it?
Yeah, are we giving spoilers or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
All right, good. I liked it. It was good. You recommended it highly, so I had to go see it. And like I told you, I think it was good, but I still liked part one better.
Yeah. Part 1 was good. I disagree. I think Part 2 is like I told you, just as good, if not better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This was my first time going back to the movies in probably over a year. Do you remember what the last thing? I think the last movie I probably saw was with you.
I don't remember what it was.
You don't remember your pre-pandemic movie?
I think it was something not even worth my while.
Some garbage.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was 21 Bridges.
28 days later. I'm just kidding. 21 Bridges.
That's with the Chadwick Boseman, where they had to like lock down the city.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It was I think I fell asleep, to be honest. I went with Buzz. So, if that means anything.
It doesn't. No, so yeah, it was my first movie back probably over a year. I think it was like one of the best movies I could have gone to like kick off the movie summer. It feels good to be back in theaters. Alamo Drafthouse, you guys are doing it the best way possible. I think.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of you.
They're still implementing the rules, which I agree with and I like. Keep everyone safe, healthy. And and then I had good company. We went. Arissa purchased the tickets, but we also got to go with Amy and Megan because you were busy and you had a busy weekend. Edward's a busy guy, guys. So be glad we have him on the podcast right now.
Yeah. Speaking of looking at my watch,
You got somewhere to be?
you know what's interesting though? Evo doesn't, because that's where I went to go see it. Evo, but they don't say anything about like social distancing and like they let people in without masks.
Doesn't exist over there, huh?
No. But when I bought my tickets, it wouldn't let me buy the tickets I wanted. And I didn't understand why, because it was like a group of, so the spot that I go to, it's limited seating. It's probably like 40 compared to like the Alamo Drafthouse is like 100, right? So it wouldn't let me select my seats. And what I realized was like, oh, so like one row would be to two people, or like to one party. Does that make sense? So I got to get my own row. So that was pretty cool. Because I was looking around, I was like, it's not sold out. I don't know why they wouldn't let me buy these tickets.
So they're keeping
They
seats.
are, but without like making it an announcement, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, so when you I think that's what Draft House is doing. When you buy like whatever seats are open, when you buy those, like it X's out like so many around it.
Yeah, I got you.
So cool. I'm glad they're doing that. Fuck, man.
I had an interesting story though. I mean, this was after the movie. We'll get into the movie after the movie. So
Interesting to you, or is it interesting?
No. I mean, I don't know. It might be. I think
I'm
you'll
just
probably.
kidding. I'm just joking.
You'll probably
Go.
laugh.
Go.
So we came out. And I thought we were like one of the last ones because I didn't know if there was a post-credit scene the way it ended. I was like, is there a post-credit scene or something to give away some kind of teaser for the sequel? Which it does make it seem like there's gonna be a sequel. But I came out and I told Valerie, I was like, hey, I'm gonna use the restroom quick, dude. I open it. So at Evo, it's unisex. It's one stall. It's unisex stall. I opened it up, dude. Some chick was in there, like, I don't know what
She didn't lock the door?
No. So I opened it up like partially, but enough to where we made eye contact, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And so I was like, "I'm sorry," and I closed it, and it felt so awkward because I still had to use the restroom. So I went to the other stall. There's only 2 stalls that I know of. I went to the other stall, and I text Valerie. I was like, "Hey, did you see a girl with a hat come out of the other restroom?" She was like, "No, I didn't pay no attention." And I was waiting for her to come out so she could leave so we didn't bump into each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so awkward.
Did you bump in her or no?
Yeah, she hung around to play video games, like, because Evo is like video games and all that stuff. Anyway, so
You should have just opened the door and she's like, "Oh my god," she should have been on. Need a hand?
no, man, I don't know what she was doing. I mean, she was doing her thing, but it was just awkward.
That is pretty funny, dude. That is a good story.
But,
That's awesome, bro. I mean, not for her. That's embarrassing, but That's fucking
Yeah,
funny.
well, that's what I was telling Valerie. I was like, I don't know who's more embarrassed, me or her, or who's more awkward. But
Oh,
well.
geez, that's hilarious. Yeah, well, that's a risky run when you have unisex bathrooms, I guess.
yeah, but I mean, like you said, I'm surprised she didn't lock it. But
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, dude, I'm addicted now. Like, I just want to go to the movies all the time now. And luckily, there's like the Mueller Draft House is by my work. So I think I'm just gonna fucking start going to the movies after work sometimes.
Yeah,
They're not showing much. They're showing like Cruella and then some cartoon. But you know what? I'm like, fuck it. I might just go. Instead of going to the bar, I might as well just go to the movies.
yeah, I got you. And I still had an old, Evo gift card that I never used because I hardly ever go to Evo. But now
Right.
that's the only theater around me. I mean, unless I come all the way up here, Draft House. But we just went to Evo.
Come up to see Big Daddy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. I was like, next time you want to go to Draft House, I had to at least know in advance.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
But I know you're a busy man, dude.
Yeah.
You know, life gets in the way.
So tell me what you liked about this movie. What was it? Because you said that you liked that they explained a whole lot more.
Yeah. So here are a couple things that I really enjoyed about the movie. Number one, I like that they gave insight into the aliens or how they got to Earth, right? Because in the first movie, there's no explanation, which was also part of the appeal. I was like, oh, cool. They don't explain. They didn't need to explain. Remember on the last episode where I was like, oh, it's a MacGuffin. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's something that drives the plot, but it in itself is not important, right? Like,
I got you.
it's and I didn't say this on the last one, but it's like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction, right? The suitcase is important to the plot because they're trying to get it and keep it safe and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter what's in the suitcase, right?
Yeah, it's just left up like a mystery.
Right. So, you know, I understand that from the first one, which was part of the appeal, but in the second one, they kind of like give you a little taste of how they got here. But like I said, just a little taste. You don't really, other than like seeing like whatever the spaceship, or you don't even know what it was that landed on Earth, right?
Yeah, it was just a huge like fireball in the
Right.
sky.
Yeah. I think it was cool. I think the way they introduced Cillian Murphy's character and, you know, you get to know that he was like a neighbor or a friend of the dad's or whatever. And they all like, you know each other. That was another cool component and to introduce and bring his character into the movie. And I also liked the dynamic of how they kind of. So in the first one, you know, it's all about keeping the family together and, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And this one, it's like, well, the family kind of splinters apart because the little girl is trying to, like, go off and do her own thing, you know, to go to this radio station to whatever, broadcast her little earpiece in it to help, like, the rest of the world kill these monsters or whatever. And then you have the wife who kind of has like her own little mini mission, Emily Blunt, who has to go back to go get medicine. Now, my one issue with the movie is the son. They made this kid just a fucking moron just for the purpose of to drive the plot, because he's the one who just like does dumb shit in the movie that I was like, bro, why are you like, for instance, whenever the mom leaves him with the kid to go get more gas tanks. Why do you put the gas tank on the kid and leave him by himself to use the last little bit of air that he has? You know, why would he do that?
Well, I think it's because he wanted him to go to sleep.
There's no excuse, Edward.
Anyway, I got a question.
If you know that your baby brother's air tank is running low on oxygen and your mom want to go get some, you're not gonna fucking use what's left on the kid. That's just asinine. Nobody thinks like that. And then hold on, and then. Another thing, like I said, the kid's an idiot. He wants to snoop around the fucking warehouse. Like, why would you do that? Well, there's no reason to do that, especially when you're so fucking horrified of these aliens that can kill you.
I get you.
He climbs up, and then of course fucking makes loud noises. Dude, that kid is a fucking moron. And like he wasn't. I don't remember him that much in the first one. But he could not have been that big of a fucking dumbass in the first one that he was in this one.
Yeah, I wish I would have went back and watched the first one. I just watched a YouTube like recap of it. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think he was just more like wondering when the mom was gonna come back. That's how I took it. He didn't want to be by himself. He was hurt. He was injured. He didn't want to be there with the baby.
So you go and put yourself in danger.
That's why he covered the baby. He was like, I'm going to go out.
But why, dude? It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. No, if he was worried about being left alone because he was going to get killed by monsters, you don't go to where the monsters that are out there are going to go kill you.
I got you.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
It's dumb.
I got you.
They fucking made that kid, and I know why they did it, because it created tension, it created drama. It was for the purpose of the plot. But like, there's no excuse. There's no excusing that.
Yeah.
It's movie logic.
Got you. I was about to say. I mean, it's just it wouldn't happen in real life.
No,
More
but then neither would fucking aliens that
that's
could only
true.
hear
a hearing aid?
Yeah, neither could aliens that get scared of a hearing aid exist either. That's why I'm not getting too worked up about that. It's forgivable in the grand scheme of things.
I got you. I did like how everything kind of came together. So like, not necessarily scary parts, but like the mom's going through something at one point. Cillian Murphy and the girl going through something at another point, and so is the son. And I like how they like went back and forth with that.
Yeah, they all had their own little journeys.
Yeah. But I mean, they were all getting in danger at the same time. Also, that was pretty cool. But yeah, did you see anything coming way ahead of time? Like you were like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen.
No, not really.
I honestly thought I thought Cillian Murphy was seeing. I thought he was seeing people. I thought he was seeing like that little girl. But then I was like, oh, he had two sons. So no, I because at first I was like, did he lose? I know he lost two kids. I didn't realize there were two sons till later on. But I was like, is he seeing that little girl?
Oh, the one at the boat.
Yeah, the one at the boat. And then I was thinking, because at the same time, the boy is walking around like you were saying in the warehouse, and there's like makes it look like he hung up clothes to make it seem like there's people there. I don't really know what was going on. And then he found like he never like got rid of the wife's body. She's just like laying there like like like
yeah, she just got sick and died.
like,
and
yeah,
he
like
just
Psycho is just.
Well, I mean, he can't really bury her, you know.
I guess you're right, but still, so I was thinking, I was like, I thought that was gonna be the part where you find out that he's actually like a bad guy. I thought that's what was coming up in that part. Like he was gonna discover something, like, oh, he actually killed his wife or something.
Yeah, I kind of thought that, but then it just never.
Yeah.
It never happened. But it was cool. There's, like I said, there were some questions from the first one that were answered, like the fire. You know how like the dad would light the fire, and then you could see other people off in the distance, and then you see that, you know, it shows that big drum with like the smoky ashes.
Oh, yeah,
So he was part of that little circle that would, like, you know, like, hey, we're still alive too.
Yeah.
And Cillian Murphy's character. And then another thing I liked about the movie was like you said, they all had their own little journeys, but it just answered a lot of questions, and it took the movie in a different direction. And I think the directing was really well done. Like everything was on point, camera angles, the editing, but more importantly, the sound design for me. Like, dude, I was like so hyper focused on sound. And I saw an interview where he said like I wanted people to like be scared of like every little noise, or even like start anticipating like, oh, like don't do that. So and it worked, because there's a point where the kid, you know, like those, I don't know what those things are called, but it's like the big lids when they're opening them and closing them. And I was just like, dude, how the fuck is this door not squeaking, you know? Or I was like, dude, don't drop. I was just like concerned with them making noises, because everything in the movie was just like, I don't know, the sound design was really good. And I like the way they would go in and out from the little girl's hearing, because she's deaf. They would go in and out to like when she could and would hear stuff, and then wouldn't hear stuff.
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of like when everything first happens, she's not hearing anything, and she's like, "What's wrong?"
Yeah. It's almost like it's almost like a perspective, but it's an auditory perspective as opposed to like a visual perspective in film.
Yeah,
which is unique. You know, most movies don't really do stuff like that.
I did see a bad cut in that movie. I don't know if you noticed it. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up. In the very beginning, it's like when John Krasinski, he's getting in his truck, and then the cop pulls up behind him. Did you notice it?
And he gets out of it. Yeah.
You noticed that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a bad cut. It was just like, you know.
I just happened to. I usually don't notice those things, but I noticed that one. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Joseph saw that.
Yeah, I did notice it when the camera went from, you know, going inside the truck to outside the truck.
Yeah, just looked like a splice of two different shots.
Right. I mean, it was like they were just trying to mask the cut. It's called hiding the cut to make it look like one long shot, but like I could tell
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Real quick, off topic. So you know how on the last podcast you were talking about the dead pixels and Army of the Dead? Dude, I looked on Twitter.
Yeah, what happened?
Dude, like people legit found dead pixels. Like there's like little white specks
Oh, okay.
in certain shots. And so I was reading more into it, and people were saying that they think maybe it was the combination of those like because remember I told you he bought like these old lenses, and I didn't elaborate on this in the last one because I didn't know this, but apparently they rehoused them in, so like they kept the glass, but they just rehoused them in a new like
like the plastic that goes around it.
yeah, the
Okay.
casing, the outside of the lens, and they made it like in like cinema lenses where they have like T-stops, and it's basically like a photography lens. You have your focus and your stops and stuff like that.
Okay.
But they like the way they create them, it's like it's smoother. So if you pull focus, like it, you know, it's like a smoother transition. And yeah.
And that's what caused it.
I don't know. That's what people were speculating. But I didn't. When I watched the movie, I didn't notice it.
I didn't see it at all either. That's why I was like, I'm surprised you saw it.
Well, I just looked it up.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, because even when I looked online, I couldn't see what they were talking about.
I'll send it to you because I was thinking about sending it. I was like, I wonder if Edward saw this or not.
I just saw the complaints. I didn't see the actual footage.
I'll send it to you. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, sorry, off topic. Going back, A Quiet Place 2. Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Did
Great.
the kids look? I mean, obviously they're older.
A little bit, yeah. They
Yeah,
looked a
that
little
was the
older.
only thing I was like, well, I mean, they can't really do nothing. They're supposed to be, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you could tell they got a little bit older, but it wasn't like a massive change.
Yeah, it wasn't like Camino, right? Where
Jesse Vieira, not
Jesse, what's his name? He gained like 40 pounds in 2
that
days.
guy. I just watched that too.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Todd.
His character's name is Todd.
Yeah. But no, I really liked the movie, and there was some parts that I should have seen coming, and I didn't, like the monster on the boat. I should have seen that coming, but I didn't until like last second. And I was like, oh, I bet you that boat's there.
Yeah.
When I first saw that island, did you think that those people had no idea? That's what I thought. I was like, oh, they're living like they have no idea that this should even happen.
No, I knew. At least, excuse me. At least I think they knew. I was like, they just like are isolated, you know, like I don't know.
And they said that they found that those things couldn't swim. I thought they could swim pretty good according to the first movie. Like, if you remember when the basement is filling up with water, that thing just like puts its head underwater and just starts like moving, kind of like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Speaking of part one, I thought they did a pretty good job. I mean, you may not be impressed with it as setting up the old house like they were in before they left it.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, I was like, oh, that seems like I wonder if that's. When I was watching, I was like, I wonder if that's the same house or the same set, whatever you want to
Probably
call
the
it.
same set.
Yeah,
But see, what they do is when they do that, like in the first one, they take pictures of everything.
got you.
So it's like they have they can like visually, they can reconstruct it easily because they have like maps and pictures, and you know, because the set designer designs everything. So it makes it easier for them to be like looking at photos and like, okay, this goes here, this goes there.
Yeah.
So, and then they also know the same lighting setup, you know, because they can just do the same light. I feel like it's probably, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's definitely like
Not impossible.
Yeah, it's fairly common to probably recreate.
Got you. Yeah. And then another thing, there's a part where the girl's like, the daughter's like walking on her own trying to find this, cause I guess she realizes, oh, I got to follow these train tracks, and they show her feet and they're all bleeding, right, from walking, but there's tons of shoes out there. I mean, granted they are high heels, but still.
I saw this other podcast, this other movie podcast. They're our rivals. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, who?
They're like smashing us in ratings and
Oh, yeah.
followers and likes and shit. I always see them on TikTok.
Oh,
But
is it the ones you told me about that like look like Indiana Jones logo?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the guy, I watched it, and the guy's like, he's like talking about how like he's like arguing, or he's kind of like making a case for why they don't wear shoes, saying that like, oh, it's quieter, and then like your feet build up like calluses and, you know, like resistance to like walking on the dirt, so it makes your feet tougher and stuff.
Got you.
I can kind of see that, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, put some fucking shoes on.
Yeah.
It's not
or some socks.
It's not hard to like walk and not make a sound with fucking shoes.
I have to disagree. At least with my shoes, because I have inserts. They're always squeaking.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'd be dead.
You'd be
I don't think I
gone.
would even. I don't think I'd make it off the first day that all that shit happened. I'm sure I'd be dead.
I'd like to think I'd survive, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely. But yeah, dude, fucking good movie, and it's good to watch in theaters, in my opinion. What do you think?
I think so too. Yeah, I like at first. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to find a way to stream it at home just because I wanted to watch it, and then no, I got the chance to watch it in theater, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, because like Arissa's the one who wanted to watch it more. She was like, I want to see that new one, then A Quiet Place 2, and I was just like, she's like, is it on one of the streaming websites? Like, dude, we gotta go see that in theaters.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's no free stream in this one.
Yeah, I got you.
This is a
Did John Krasinski come out in the beginning of? Okay, yeah, I was because I got that. I didn't know if that was everywhere or limited theaters or whatever you want to call it.
yeah. Hi, I'm John Krasinski.
He's he's like, thank you for watching this in a large format theater.
Yeah, he did a good job directing, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's done a good job.
especially I think I don't want to say that's his first thing he's ever directed, but
No, it's not.
but I mean as far as motion picture,
Yeah, he's made other movies,
really? What?
like little independent
I got you.
independent movies.
Huh. Well, yeah, I think he did a great job too.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was really good, really well made. Like I said, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. Let me hear you. Do you want to shit on this? So Edward always says that I hold him back. Edward's like, oh, I want to go off on these movies, but you're always holding me back. Like, dude, don't let me rain on your parade. If you want to shit on the movie, shit on the movie.
Hold on, my stomach's gurgling.
Real picky. Let's get some pickiness.
Dude, okay. No, well, let me get out the good stuff. I do like the fact that so there where Cillian Murphy lives, it's booby trapped kind of, right? Mm-hmm. So, anyways, the little boy, he steps in this fucking bear trap, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I felt so bad for him when he's like, oh, and Jimmy Blunt's having to hold his mouth.
That's another thing too. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I'm sure that hurts, but you can like suppress your screams.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how old he's. I was gonna say, I think he's like 11 or 12 years old. I don't know for sure.
But you can suppress your scream, dude.
That shit would hurt,
You
though.
can, yeah, it did, and you can just be like,
I don't know.
you don't have to like vocalize your pain like you're a fucking child.
I don't know, but
I don't know. That's just me. I've never had my ankle caught in a bear trap, so I can't really speak to that. But
Yeah.
I would like to think that you're like, this hurts, but it would hurt even
Yeah.
worse to get shredded to pieces by some venom-looking alien.
I got you. I don't know. Sometimes I get a splinter and I feel like crying. So
Okay,
I don't
keep
know.
going.
Oh, I'm trying to think. What did I want to show? There was honestly there wasn't really nothing to shit on. I think I just enjoyed the movie. I mean, there was, like I said, little parts here and there, like that what did you say? The hidden splice, whatever you want to call it. Is that what you called it?
Cut.
Or hidden cut?
It's just a hidden, quote-unquote, hidden cut.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll think about it later on. Overall, I really enjoyed it, except for the fact they got rid of that one that actor. He was at the end. Yeah, he lost his family. Or he's like, I gotta go back to my family. He has like that accent. He's like from Blood Diamond and Never Back Down.
You got me shitting on this movie more than you are. That's another thing too. That guy, I was like, bro, they introduce him so fast, and he's like in the movie for like 5 minutes, and then they kill him off, and he's like a big actor.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And then
I was
like,
just like,
I don't understand. Like he was like, what did he say? He's like, we got rid of it too fast.
Yeah, he said we went. No, he's like, we lost it. It went. He was concerned that it went back to the houses and didn't follow them. But I'm like, dude, if you were really concerned about saving your family, you would have done everything you can to get the little girl into the radio station to get her little thing. You knew the plan. Fucking like make that happen as soon as possible, and then you can go and kill that creature even easier than ever.
That's true.
Sorry, I feel like you think I'm getting mad at you.
No,
I'm
no.
not getting mad at you.
Oh no, trust me. There's times where I'll let loose, but I'm just saying, as far as this movie, I don't know. I really didn't have too many complaints.
I'm venting my frustration. I feel like I don't either. I am complaining a lot, but I have two major complaints. They made the son an idiot.
Okay.
And then that guy died stupidly.
Well, like I said, I don't think I get where you're coming from, where they made the son an idiot. But like I said, I didn't. I think I just as soon as he got into that bear trap, I just felt bad for him. I guess that's why.
Yeah. But
No.
I just felt like he was making a lot of dumb decisions that you were just like. Like there was no motivation behind it of the stuff he was doing. Like why was he snooping around? There's no there was no motivation. Like I know why Emily Blunt went back to go get medicine. I know why the little girl went on her own to go to the radio station, right? There's reasons for why they did what they did. He, on the other hand, had no purpose, no reason to do what he did, and that's why it bothers me so much.
Yeah, well, I get what you're saying. I thought there was gonna be a bigger payoff to him snooping around. Like I said, I thought there was gonna be some kind of big reveal, which there wasn't.
But I do like the parallel editing, like you were saying. They're all like when she kills the monster and he kills it at the same time, and they're
Yeah, I know she went through all that trouble and she blew up that damn little air tank and it just like caught that thing on fire and he's just like, oh well.
Well, she knew it wasn't gonna kill it. She was just trying to set the sprinklers off.
Oh, didn't think about that.
I think that was her whole
Okay.
goal, was to set the sprinklers off, because then all the little water it wouldn't hear her.
Yeah, I'll catch you now because that goes back to the first one with the waterfall. Got you. Well, see. Oh, did you think the son was gonna kill the baby? I thought he was. I thought he was gonna hog all the air for himself.
No.
Well, I thought that was gonna be like a bigger struggle.
You're dark, bro.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
there was only I don't know.
That thought never crossed my mind.
I've never used an air tank, but I didn't know how long of air they had when you're almost at empty. I don't know if that's a day or if that's 15 minutes. I have no idea.
You're sick, dude. You need help.
Oh, I think I would have told my mom, like, I don't know what happened to the baby.
It's all blue and purple. You're like, I don't know. It just stopped crying. I don't know.
Yeah, you just have that little air mask in your mouth.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I mean, as far as the movie goes, I liked it. So
Yeah,
I would
watch
recommend
it.
go watch it. Yeah.
Highly recommend it. If you like the first one, which you should have, part two's, like Joseph said, just as good, if not better.
For sure. For sure. And I don't know why I said
If they do make a part 3, what do you want to see in part 3?
I want them to show me the family getting reunited. And I want to see what's going to be happening with those outcasts of people. You
Yeah,
know?
they introduced them, but they're
Right.
because the little.
I think they're going to play a part in part 3.
What were they? They looked like they were Hicks or something. Shit.
Yeah, they also look kind of deformed. They had like red eyes and stuff. So I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, why are they weird looking, right?
Well,
Or-
like Cillian Murphy says, he's like the type of people that are left aren't the ones you're worth saving.
We're saving, yeah. But I think
Shit.
we're gonna find out in part 3. There's gonna be a part 3 for sure.
Yeah.
like hands down.
Yeah, I mean the way it just abruptly ends, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, but that's how the first one ended. So
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, they
Yeah.
killed the monster and then it just
yeah,
kinda
and
ends.
then you don't know what the fuck happened. You're just like, what? Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. But yeah, those people, they kind of look like they're like meth heads or something. They got little swords on them and stuff.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen one.
I've seen a couple.
Oh Jesus.
What? The internet, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in person.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have too.
Yeah, I'll work with some.
Oh man, no, but
But anyways, yeah, good movie. I would recommend check it out. So as far as other movies went this week, I finished Killing Eve season 3. Good show, highly recommend. Starring Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh. You ever heard of it, Killing Eve?
I remember when you said you saw the first season.
Yeah, first season was good. Second season was good. Third season was great. I would recommend that. And then recently, I want to touch on this. A friend of mine, Joe Angel, recommended I watch a show called Behind Her Eyes. It's on Netflix. Fucking go watch that show. Anyone who's out there listening, go watch that show. It's crazy. It's a good show. It starts off a little slow, not terribly slow, but a little slow, and then it goes in this crazy direction that you're just like, I didn't see it coming until like it hits you in the face.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna start that tonight.
Yeah, there's a twist. 6 episodes. Edward, can you hit my camera? 6 episodes. They're about 45 minutes a piece. Yeah, highly recommend that show.
Have you ever seen The Middle?
No.
No, I don't know. We started watching it. It's on HBO. It's really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it. It was one of these shows that like Valerie would watch from time to time. I'd walk in the room and I'm like, I don't know what you're watching, but sure, I'll watch it while I eat. And somehow we started it up from season 1. We're on season 60. I don't know. It's funny and it's good, and I don't know. It knows how to tug on your emotional. I was gonna say your emotional strings.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, sick, dude.
Oh man,
I was like, did you say HBO or Pornhub?
HBO.
Oh, okay. No, I'm poor. I don't have HBO.
I thought you had access to it though.
Maybe I might have your password, but
Oh well, my bad. Yeah, and then also like we were talking about earlier, I saw Boogie Nights, and anyone who ever has, like I was telling you, anyone who ever has the discussion of who's funnier, and it doesn't have to do with who's funnier. I'm tired of hearing about
yeah, who's funnier, me or Edward? We all know it's
you, John C. Riley or Will Ferrell, and no matter
Will
what,
who?
What did I? Oh, Ferrell, whatever the fuck his name is.
Will Ferrell.
I can't stand that guy. That's how much I remember him. Anyways, John.
You know,
Huh?
that's like the Pee Wee Herman and Blow. His name's like Daryl Farrell or something.
Oh yeah, Derek for real.
Derek for real, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But no, John C. Riley blows him out of the water.
Well, whoever said they were competing?
No, people because they're in
Oh,
movies
because they
together.
make a lot of movies together.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, like,
I mean, well, in all fairness, like Will Ferrell was Ricky Bobby.
and I've only seen that movie once, and the only person I remember from it was Borat.
John C. Reilly was in it too.
Yeah, but
You don't remember him, the Magic Man?
I honestly.
Now you see me.
Mm-mm.
Now you don't. And you would never let him win first place.
I saw that movie, like, I don't even think I watched it. I think I saw it was on TV.
He's like, "What has America ever? What has Italy ever done for?" Or no, what does he tell us?
I can't watch it, bro. I'm telling you.
Borat, he's all like, we invented democracy and blowjobs. What does America? He's like, we gave you the missionary position. He's like, Chinese food, that is from China. Pizza, Italy.
Oh yeah, I know which part you're talking about. Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, John C. Riley, always. Even if people are like, oh, he's not as funny, I'm like, dude, go watch Dewey Cox. It's the story of Dewey Cox. I love
That's
that
a
movie.
horrible movie.
No, it's not. It's fucking funny.
It's just like
It's like Walk the Line.
Yeah,
it's like
Walk
but
the
it's
Line.
so funny. It's so much funny. I'm gonna say it's so much funny.
Sure, Edward. Sure.
Hey.
Can you let me hear your John C. Riley impersonation?
I don't fucking have one.
You can do one. Try it.
I'm trying to think what something he would say.
Okay, well that's fine. You know what's a good movie from John C. Riley, directed by the Duplass brothers? Cyrus.
I saw that with Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that before.
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. It's funny.
Yeah, there's another one.
Marissa Tomei.
Oh, who's that? Is that the
I
mom?
think she plays the mom. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Let's Talk About? We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Aunt May.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
That's
Let's
good too.
talk about Kevin.
Yeah.
With Jason Segel.
No.
Oh,
This is like where the son's like a killer.
it's with the Flash, right?
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller.
I thought it was Ezra Miller.
Why do you look so shocked?
I'm just saying.
I'm not the one who called Will Ferrell Pharrell.
Fuck that motherfucker.
I like when I get names wrong, you always call me out and you're all like taken back, and then when you do it, you're just all like angry that I corrected you.
No, I mean,
Especially because it's Will Ferrell.
yeah, I guess so. He just triggers me.
Triggered.
Getting my Arthur hand.
Who's the mom in that movie?
Oh, she's super famous too. She's been in a lot of shit.
Tilda
Swinton.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton. She's phenomenal. I like her. Actress. I need a new word
No.
to describe acting performances. That's phenomenal.
What's the next big movie coming out in theaters that you know of?
Oh, Last Night in Soho, no?
Yes, I do want to see that.
Directed.
Did y'all have any good
Edgar Wright.
Did y'all have any good previews before the movie?
I don't know. If we did, I don't remember any.
No.
So probably not.
I guess not. Yeah, I think the only one I can remember was with Tom Cruise. God, Top Gun. But
I forgot that was coming out.
it's kind of weird because these movies were supposed to come out like last year. Even like 007. You know what I mean? Like they had trailers for that at the end of 2019.
That's right. Well, I'm sure a lot of these movies they had to stop production on them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So well, John Krasinski said like he made like A Quiet Place 2 like 2 years ago, like it was like done and ready to go, and then like they had to sit out for another year. So
Poor guy.
oh, woe is me! Your fucking precious movie you had to wait a whole year for. You know how many movies I've had to wait for? All of them, my whole life. Making them, I mean.
Oh, I got you.
Do you get me, Edward?
Very much. I think so. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
I think you do. Just want to say I appreciate your friendship, man. Thank you. Thank you for doing this podcast with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. It's really appreciated.
I know. Just leave the money in the slip.
Huh? Bitch, you're paying me.
Oh, my bad. Got you.
These services aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
No, yeah, I really want to see Last Night in Soho. I think it's gonna be good. It looks interesting, at least.
Yeah, it does.
I am not.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry. You have been saying her name right the entire time. Anya.
Oh, really? How so?
Because I don't know how true this is. I saw a meme, or it looked like a meme. Anyways, someone was like that she's saying like in the words. She's like, American people don't know how to pronounce my name. She's like she's like, you say it like aneurysm.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's true, but I was like, it could be shit. Oh, that's how Joseph says it.
Yeah, Anya. Wait, no, how do
You say Anya,
Oh, okay.
and I say it's Anya.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, then my camera died.
Battery died. It's okay. We'll restart there, bitch.
But anyways,
Take over for a bit, Edward.
One Night in Soho. Go check out that trailer. Let me explain it to you real quick. So, Anya Taylor-Joy is like I guess you would call it like not really a split personality. She's more like so this girl, I don't know if when she goes to sleep or dreams or what, but anyways, it's like she wakes up in like the 1950s or 60s, and she looks in the mirror and she's not herself. She's actually Anya Taylor-Joy, and somewhere along the trailer, it makes it seem like she's in some kind of murder mystery or something. Like she knows what's going on.
It's actually the little girl from Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, really? Well, honestly, I don't know. Is she a little girl? Because in Jojo Rabbit, she's married, right? Or she's gonna get married to that man.
The Jew girl?
Yeah. I mean, she looks young, but I think she's one of those actors who looks young, but it's actually old. Or older, I guess you could say. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, hey man, don't be, who you calling old?
I'm saying she looks like she
19.
That's what I'm saying. She looks like she looks like she's like 15, and
maybe.
she's probably like 22.
You know what? It's what we have the internet at our disposal. You know.
I'm gonna say she's 21 years old. You let me know if I'm right or wrong.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, and then so the trailer just makes it seem like I don't know if she's reliving the reliving what happened, like this murder thing, and if she's supposed to like solve it or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, she's 21.
Ah, there you go.
She's born in 2000. Her name is Tomazin McKenzie.
I would have never guessed that.
So she's been in The King, The Hobbit.
She was in The Hobbit? Wow.
Yeah, she plays this character named Astrid. And those are the only big movies I've seen her in aside from Jojo Rabbit.
The King with Timothy Chalamet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
What's up with the old boy? What's he doing now?
He's going to come out with Dune whenever it comes out.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, and he got cast to be the new Willy Wonka in an origin story. Which I told Ugo, and Ugo was like, I was like, what? You don't like him? He's like, no, he's not that I don't like him. He's like, I just don't see the reason for a Willy Wonka origin story. I was like, true, but fuck.
I mean, as long as what's his name doesn't direct it.
Oh,
Tim Burton.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm like kind of tired of that guy's movies.
They seem so similar. I mean, the look. I'm like, I get it. You're supposed to be a weirdo, but goddamn, man. Jeez.
Yeah. Agreed. Agree to disagree.
Oh, speaking of Tim Burton, have you ever seen this documentary? I watched it. It's called The Death of Superman, or Whatever Happened to Superman. It was like when it's about when Tim Burton and Nicolas Cage were gonna make a Superman movie.
I didn't see the documentary, but I've heard of it.
Oh, it was. I'm not gonna. It was interesting, but not the entire way. I'll put it like that.
Man, Nicolas Cage's hair looks nasty.
Dude,
that
yeah,
long black hair.
He has that fucking Con Air hair.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's when he was gonna make it, right? During Con Air.
It's like 1990. It might be 1999 to be honest.
Dude, Nick Cage used to be swole as fuck, bro. Like, I mean, he was like a fit dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now he not so much, especially in that one movie, with the purple one, where he's all in his underwear.
Oh,
drinking
yeah,
that-
yeah.
He's just like
God.
screaming. He's like
Mandy.
"Ah!"
The one we saw Mandy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that dude.
I mean,
But fuck, that motherfucker's cranking out movies left and right.
So let me tell you this funny story. So when I was in film school and we were casting for this movie, some kid comes in for an audition, or he's not a kid, but he's an actor, and he shows up late and he's like, "Oh yeah, I met this homeless guy," and he's like really eccentric and he's like telling us all this stuff, and then he goes on to like, I don't know if he thinks like, oh, because we're like film students that we're idiots, and he's just like, yeah, man, like, I train in this like acting technique, and it's kind of like hush hush, don't say anything about it, but it's created by this actor. Motherfucker didn't even know Nick Cage's name. Like, he forgot his name.
Oh, for real?
And like, yeah, but
how did you know he was talking about Nicolas Cage?
because he was like, yeah, he's like in this movie, with like an airplane, and he's a I can't remember, and I was like, Con Air. And
He's
he's
a
like,
con artist?
and I was like, oh, Nicolas Cage, and he's like, oh yeah. So if you look it up, like, dude, Nicolas Cage really does have this like acting style where it's just like,
It's not like
dude,
not
it's
the
weird, dude. It's like you draw from this, like, I don't even know. Let me look it up. I'm sorry, I'm looking it up.
So are you? Is it kind of like it's not like Daniel Day-Lewis or nothing?
No, it's like his own. Like, he literally created his own like acting style. It's called shaman.
What?
It's like It's like shamanistic acting, dude.
Shaman
Method. He calls it new novo shamanic. He at some point I have to write a book about it. That's what he calls it. Novo shamanic.
Okay. So what's the main thing about it?
Secret. Oh yeah, here's an article. A secret acting style. In the course of the interview, saying he's an. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like waste time trying to read it on air, but basically it's like he taps into this like inner crazy, I don't know, like animalistic thing in people, and that's why he's like fucking always has like bug eyes, he's like it's just over the top. It's like over the top acting, but he claims it's like an acting style.
Oh, okay, sure.
Or maybe it is, I don't know.
He's the only one that does it. That's why it's so secret.
I guess so.
I will say I do enjoy some Nicolas Cage from time to time, like Gone in 60 Seconds and Con Air, Raising Arizona.
He makes good movies. Like, I'm not saying he makes bad movies.
Well, no. Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because besides that Mandy movie which we saw, I honestly can't say I've seen any of his other stuff, and he's probably put out like 40 movies in like the last 3 years.
Oh, dude, he did Snake Eyes, Francis Ford Coppola, or no, Brian.
But
Brian
I mean,
De
like in the
Palma,
last decade.
Brian De Palma's Snake Eyes. He's like Bruce Willis. He's like making these like fucking straight to DVD movies
Straight
now.
to Netflix, straight to stream.
No, not even. It's like straight to Redbox.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about. Because I would go to Redbox. I'm like, there's nothing in the movie theaters. What the fuck are y'all? What can y'all offer?
And then you see like Bruce Willis on the cover of like some movie, like holding a gun, and it's
Yeah,
all
it's
like
generic.
action. It's like Action Cop 7.
Yeah, I saw some generic looking poster.
It's basically like,
It's like Pay the Rent 4.
yeah.
Gotcha.
This time it's like, you know what it was? I think Liam Neeson started this whole trend by like being this old guy making action movies.
Being the same fucking guy.
Yeah, and so they're like, oh, let's do this. It's like some old badass who's like out for revenge. And dude, don't get me wrong, like I love revenge movies, but at some point they just kind of like you have to like make them different and unique for it to work.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, speaking of, there's like a revenge movie coming out that I saw a trailer for that I was like really into.
You don't remember it at all?
No, dude, fucking forgot it.
No one. You can't remember any actors?
I think it's like a foreign film.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think that's the trailer we saw for. Maybe that's the only trailer I remember that I saw, I think.
At Draft House?
Who is in it? There is a famous actor. Fuck, dude.
A famous American actor?
Maybe.
Okay, so just explain the plot if you remember anything.
So I vaguely remember it, but it's like this guy's wife. Okay, so there's like a train bombing, and this guy's wife is killed, but his daughter survives. And then these other dudes that were on the train figure out that it wasn't like a random thing, like it was like an intentional bombing. And then they go and tell this guy, like, hey, you know, these people killed your wife. And then they go to like get revenge, but it's like basically a bunch of nerds and then this army guy, and then they go and they don't think he's gonna kill anybody, and then he like ends up like killing one of the dudes, and they're all freaking out, and they're like, you said we were gonna turn him into the cops, and then like so now they're like going down the list like trying to kill everybody involved.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, my trailers were like the mainstream shit. Like, I guess they're trying to reboot G.I. Joe, cause like it's like Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins or something like that, and it has the main guy is the one from Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
He's like the one that's getting married.
Oh yeah.
And which is weird because in the original G.I. Joe, it was I think his name is Ray Park. He's the one that did Darth Maul. He's the one that originally played Snake Eyes, and I guess they dumped him, and they were like, "We're gonna get this."
Well, yeah, he probably can't act for shit, so they're, you know.
Yeah, but Snake Eyes. Okay. Anyways, it's an origin story. I was gonna say Snake Eyes don't talk. He just wears a fucking mask.
But yeah, you're seeing him, you know, before.
I got you.
Maybe it's called Acts of Revenge. This looks familiar.
Acts of Revenge.
No, that's not it. Dude, this is gonna eat me up, bro. I need to know what the freak this is.
You're gonna look it up, and it's like Liam Neeson. Then
no, it's not Liam Neeson. Who it is? It's like a kind of a famous actor, though. Dude, it's so annoying.
speaking of old actors, what you would call them, action hero actors still acting. Man, also on HBO, I was rewatching Rocky. I don't know why, dude. That's my go-to sometimes when I just need something to watch, and then I just get hooked in again. I think it's because my dad uses a lot of fucking Rocky philosophy on me all the time. It's weird. It's like he doesn't have any like shit to tell me from himself, so he just tells me some shit Rocky would say.
Does he do it in that Rocky accent? He's like, "Yo, Edward,
Well, okay, so
you gotta go outside and chase a chicken."
He doesn't do it in the Rocky accent, but yes, he does. But he doesn't. He's quoting the movie and telling me like, yeah, you know, like how Rocky would do it, like, hey, you know, don't hang out with your yo-yos, you're gonna have yo-yo friends and blah blah blah, whatever. And like, so yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just watch it and it just makes me think of my dad.
That's cool. That's a good memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I just like stare at an empty corner of a room and it makes me think of my father too. Because, you know, nothing's there. I found the movie. It's called, so it came out last year. It says it's not rated yet. Maybe it was made last year. It's called Riders of Justice.
Dude,
I've
never heard of it.
look up the trailer for it.
Riders of Justice. Okay, so who's the actor that you're talking about?
This guy, he plays a bad guy and everything. His name is Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that was in fuck, dude, he's in Star Wars too. But yeah, he's the one that plays. He's the dad to.
Oh yeah, he gets killed right away. Yeah.
But I was gonna say he's the one in that fucking 007 that got me hooked with Daniel Craig.
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
He looks, dude. He looks like a beast in this movie. Bearded out. Riders of Justice. We'll watch the trailer after this, dude. It looks good. I want to watch it whenever it gets released.
Yeah.
Hey yo, Edward.
But he has one of those faces that
hey, get off me. Mickey said I can't do anything until the fight.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's not true though, you know.
Is it not?
It's actually good to have sex before like a sporting event because your body produces more testosterone, and so that helps you in like sports. Science.
It's science. Yeah, man. I love Rocky. He's like, honestly, it's just like, it's not that he's a big dummy. He seems like he's a big dummy, but he actually has like a lot of like good knowledge in him.
Yeah. And he's got a big heart. And so I will say, like, the thing I remember the most about that movie is, like, you know, I grew up watching it, whatever. But as you're a kid, you really don't really understand these movies. And then, you know, you watch it as an adult and you start noticing things. And the one thing that stood out to me is when he's talking to Adrian towards, like, right before the fight. And he's like, I know I can't beat him. And, like, I know everyone else thinks, like, I'm going to get my ass whooped, but I just want to go the distance.
Yeah, that's his one goal.
That's his, like, he's like, I just want to take this guy to the distance. Because I guess nobody's done that before, right? And so, yeah, that's
why he calls Adrian and he's like, I did it.
Yeah, and I never got that. Because, like, you know, growing up, I was just like, oh, he loses, what a fucking bum. But then I realized, like, oh, yeah,
that's what he set out to do.
Yeah, he trained his ass off, you know. Like, he's a bum fighter, and, like, nobody thought he had a chance.
Yeah.
And then he beat the shit out of him. I mean, it was like a back and forth fight.
Yeah, which he ended up losing due split decision. But yeah, he went way further than anyone thought. Like, cause I like the part where he's beating up the meat, and like he's on TV and his trainer's watching him, and fucking Paula's over there. He's over there doing promotions and whatnot,
counting money and shit.
Yeah, and then
he's like, champ, you need to see this.
He's like, champ, you need to see this. He's like, oh. And he's like more concerned about something else.
Yeah.
And then also he's like, his trainer is like, he's a southpaw. I don't want you messing with no southpaw. He's like, oh no, I'll drop him in 4.
Yeah.
Like he already had that like planned out in his head.
Yeah.
But fucking Polly, dude.
The end. Who'd you say that? Who'd you say Polly is?
We'll talk about it after when we watch that trailer.
Hey, Rock.
He's all talk to God. I forgot that guy's name. It's like. I don't want to say
like Rico. It's like Rico or
no. Spider Rico is the first boxer he fights. His name is like Gazzo. I think that's his name, Gazzo or something. Gazzo or something. He's like, speak to him for me. You know, he's like, Paulie, you got a good job here. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to the meat.
What do I tell you? If I told you to break somebody's arm,
well, I just figured I'll break his arm that he can't go to work and make no money for you, So I just thought I'd give him another chance.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
He's all, don't think. He's like, I don't pay you to think. Mm-hmm. And then he gets that dog. He's all buckus.
yeah. Oh man, that's what I'm saying, man. Just he's simple. It just makes me think of my dad sometimes.
Simple Jack.
Not that simple.
Oh,
but,
okay.
You know, just whatever you want to call it. He goes through life like pretty like easy.
I mean, he's probably missing a few brain cells if he's been boxing his whole fucking life. Mm-hmm. Getting his ass kicked. He gets ripped in the second one, right? Or is it? No, it's the third one.
It's the third one. But the third one he's ripped and
shredded. Mm-hmm. Fights who does he fight?
Mr. T.
Mr. T, yeah.
And then even in part 4 he gets bigger.
That's when it got all gimmicky. I wouldn't say he was big. He was ripped.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But in part 4 I think he got bigger.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't lean. He was more like
One
muscle.
day.
Well, shit. He's still pretty big and he's like 80 years old, so.
Yeah, but dude, you could tell he has like Botox and shit.
No.
He looks always surprised now.
Hey,
I don't know why. Yeah. All right. We went off the rails on this one. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for the podcast. It was a good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you go check out A Quiet Place 2. Mm-hmm. Edward.
Stay safe.
End it. Bring it in home. Bring it home, baby. Look right into that camera and fucking spit the line.
What line?
The ending.
Oh,
we look forward to next week.
We look forward goddamn. We look forward to next week when we take you back to the future.
Bye.